I'm Dr. Amy Novotny, and thanks for joining us again. We're going to be now looking at biceps curls while seated. So let's say you practiced the biceps curls standing up last week, you were using your back, you couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Sitting down is a great way to switch, and you can still get the strengthening in your upper arm, but also have a way to turn your back muscles off. Or let's say you already had back pain, you don't know how to get rid of it, it's chronic, and you haven't been able to work with someone to help you shift out of that. Let's look at what to do seated. So if you're in a gym and you have a weight bench, you're obviously not going to have a back to it. Ideally, we want you sitting in something that has a back to it so your low back can relax. But let's say you don't have that, or you're at home and you're sitting on the edge of your chair or a couch and you don't want to sit back. Now, we don't want to get into that extreme extension, that extreme curvature in the low back. We want to let our back relax a little bit. We want to let the tailbone curl under so our ribs can drop down, our belly comes out a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of a pooch. Now grab your weight, and again, if you're switching the way that you do exercises and you're taking your back out of it, you're going to want a lower weight than you're used to using. I just recently corrected someone who was using a weight that was too heavy for her, and I saw her arching her back when she was doing seated bicep curls. She switched down so she could take the back out of it, because we want to get it to where you can lift up and nothing else is moving. So as I do this curl and as I move, you can see my elbow is staying straight, my trunk is in neutral, it's not moving, and I am using my biceps muscle. We want to get it to that point, and I'm doing 10 or 15 reps. I can feel it in my biceps muscle, so I probably want to stay at that level. I could do a little bit heavier of a weight, okay, and I'm going to do it with this other arm, so I could do this weight too. So this one would work because my elbow is straight. You can see my trunk is not moving. I'm breathing and I'm talking to you, but I'm not lifting up my rib cage. Nothing else is moving. I can sit here and do this for a length of time. And so I'm going to rotate arms, and so while I'm doing one arm, I can rotate the other. I often don't like to do two arms at once because people, one, they're not able to focus, but let's say you have to do that, be very cognizant that you don't use your back. It's very easy to start getting into using the back, or again, lifting up those elbows. It's nice when you can just focus on one arm at a time, and you can keep track, okay, is my back in neutral? Are my ribs down? And is my elbow staying put? Okay. And you can even get a little bit of that rotation as well that we were talking about, since the biceps muscle goes into the forearm. One other thing to consider is making sure that your feet are flat on the ground so you're in a stable position. And then check. You only feel your bicep muscles. Right now, it's all I feel right now that has done a workout. My ribs are down, my back is in a neutral position, it's not overworked, it's slightly worked in balance with my side abdominal muscles. I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Please join us again next week, and we'll be covering some other exercises. Take care. Bye now.